What is up, my YouTube friends? Today we're going to be talking about what language you should learn in 2023. And so I'm going to go over different motivations and different areas that you should consider to kind of figure out what's right for you and which language you should learn. So there's a ton of things on ChatGPT right now where they can actually, generate this entire script for this video.
Bruh.
That's fine. But somebody's got to read the script, right? I'm going to go over some information that I've compiled and put together. I'll also share some resources that you can dig into further and a really good video that I'll share in the description as well. So let's get started and check out what languages. So the 4 categories I have right here are the most desired, what languages you want to get a job, basically, figuring out if you even like development, and trying something new. I have a little bonus section that I kind of compiled from some of the Stack Overflow developer survey answers that I'll cover for tools and a couple other IDE options. Well, let's jump into it. I'm going to be looking at a couple of different slides. This first one actually shows the number of developers or number of people that are actually using this day in, day out. The red bars are going to be how many people answered a certain way on the developer survey and are actually using this technology already. Slides like this one with the light blue bar and the purple bar are going to be people who loved, which is the blue, or people who dreaded the technology, which is the purple. If you see something like this, know that a lot of people in the blue are going to be the ones that love the technology and want to do more of it. Whereas the purple are people who did not want to use this technology and actually dread using it. Right here, we're talking about Rust. Rust has a really strong following, and there's a lot of developers that want to get more experience with Rust. This is the 7th year that it's actually been the most loved language by 97% of developers, and they all say they want to continue using it. So check out Rust. There's a bunch of different resources, I think, online. You can actually go through the Rust book, and it'll walk you through a ton of new things. Python, TypeScript, Go, JavaScript, and Kotlin are all up there in the most desired, and this is from the Stack Overflow developer survey. If you want something that a lot of other people want, then Rust or some of these other languages are what you should focus on. Another data point here is the number of people. So 86% want to do Rust, another percentage want to do Elixir, and you can see from this how many people really want to do it and then how many people are afraid of it or don't want to touch it at all. Our next category is going to be getting a job. So this is where a lot of new developers are focused on just getting that first job, getting the experience, and then figuring out where do they go from there and paying the bills. TypeScript and JavaScript is one of the best ways and most in-demand languages for getting a job. This is all from 2022, so we'll see how it pans out in 2023, but I expect it to be roughly the same. Python is a little skewed here because there's a lot of AI jobs, and you have to learn a lot of stuff in order to actually get a job in Python doing AI. So I would stick with, your JavaScript or TypeScript to land that first job. This is one of the languages that I advocate for so that people can start, getting their toes wet. I actually have a video that I'll link in the description about coding in your browser and not having to set up an IDE. You can see if you like it and then dig further in and see if you can get a job with that. This graph as well talks about the most in-demand jobs. No surprise, JavaScript and TypeScript are at top of that. Python has grown kind of a little bit. It's pretty hot with the AI community, and it's also kind of the glue that holds a lot of applications together. Go stayed steady, and so you can see really TypeScript and JavaScript are the ones that stand out the most. One of the videos I really liked is this one from Aaron Jack, and he lists all the different criterias and does a really nice analysis of ways you can get a job. No surprise that he actually advocates for the TypeScript and JavaScript as well, and kind of staying away from Python. But if you want to look at another video with a lot more data, check this one out. Another thing you can do, and you don't even need to learn a language, is subscribe to the channel. So hit that subscribe button and we'll move on to our next one. So in this category, we're looking at tools that people actually use. So JavaScript and HTML, CSS, and SQL are some of the top things that you can dip your toes into to see if you like coding and you like development and you want to make this into a career. Check out these languages. These are the top ones for trying something new. Also, languages that are high in demand for dollars. So Clojure from this graph is showing, hey, there's a lot of money to be made in Clojure. Erlang is another one. So if your goal is to just try and make money, then optimizing for that, this is where you would target your different languages. This section kind of overlaps with our previous most desired one, but if you're looking for something new and you want to find a language that a lot of people enjoy, Rust, Elixir, Clojure, TypeScript, these are languages that people really enjoy coding in and don't really dread as much. So check these ones out if you're looking for a new language to try out. Here's our bonus section here. So these are some tools that you should be familiar with across the board. So npm is one because you need to install all the JavaScript and TypeScript stuff. Docker is another one that is super high in the list, and you should definitely know because it is a way that you can containerize your applications and deploy them across a variety of different platforms. So understanding Docker is way up there and has grown in popularity. Yarn is kind of akin to NPM, Homebrew, Kubernetes. Kubernetes is kind of alongside Docker. So understanding container orchestration and figuring out how to run your application in a production environment. These are the ones that you want to focus on. Some of the most loved and dreaded tools are Docker and Kubernetes. There's a lot of complexity with Kubernetes, but understanding Docker, Kubernetes, Terraform, how do you run your applications in production is a need to know for today's developers. So having a general understanding and even an advanced understanding, if you can get there, is something that you can always have in your back pocket. This graph is from the Stack Overflow developer survey. So Visual Studio Code is up there with the most used IDE. IntelliJ, I really love the IntelliJ products. Well, I should say, I love the JetBrains products, which include IntelliJ. They do phenomenal work. So I would always recommend those as well. But they are definitely a heavier IDE, so you have to index everything, whereas Visual Studio Code is pretty lightweight. Vim is also up there. If you haven't watched some of my Vim videos, then check those out. I've been doing a lot of nerding out with Vim, and it's been a lot of fun. Some of the most loved and dreaded from, again, the Stack Overflow, NeoVim is actually beating Visual Studio Code. The previous example was people that are using it, and then this one is what people want to use. So NeoVim is up there, and if you haven't tried it out, definitely check it out. I'm going to hopefully do a video where I configure development for Kotlin using NeoVim. I haven't quite sorted it out yet with the LSP, but more information to come soon. And last but not least, if you don't know Git, you definitely should, because Git is used in a variety of different ways, and you should be able to understand and version control your systems, be it your side projects, your main applications for your company or business. Using Git for version control is the way to do it. Learn how to use Git and learn how to do it effectively. Hopefully this information was useful. If you haven't liked and subscribed, then please do that. And some of the credits, like I'll put these in the description below. Check out more information, check out different jobs, check out the developer survey that comes out, and hopefully the 2023 one will come out, middle of the year next year. Share in the comments if you have languages that you're looking at learning this year. I would love to hear about them. And any languages that I didn't cover that you think should be included in this, definitely let me know, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.